Yesterday, for the first time, I did a face-to-face CueCam orientation session with a friend down the street. She is an accomplished musician with several albums, and she wanted to start doing her own production for social media. And we can see that she has sort of got herself started. She downloaded the files, installed by dragging into the applications folder. She had launched it, and she had successfully put in to camera extension and mic extension. Then she got to screen sharing. And she sort of wondered, is this something I can trust? What do I do now? This is my screen. Are you looking at what I'm doing? Is it going into the cloud? Well, what's going on? And I had to sort of get her to the point where she says, okay, this is good. I can use those screen windows and views onto my desktop in the recordings that I do, and that's it. So there's a little bit of trust that needed to be generated at that point, assurance. And then she got to the point of the camera extension. Yes, it does a really good job of saying, here's what you need to do, hit this button. I went into system settings and I couldn't get to the camera extensions area. I got lost until I looked in the corner. Right up in that corner is a little button that says install camera extension. And when I clicked that button, I could flip the switch and it all worked, but I didn't see that button for quite a while. So we moved on and we hooked up the production hub CueCam with a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and I brought out the DJI Mic Mini. Spirits were rising. It's like, oh, I've got a nice camera, and we could talk about switchers and how audio boards, how they all can fit into this hub. And the first win was in the mic, that when I hit settings and she saw her levels, she's a musician. She's got, oh, levels, that's great. Suddenly we're in good shape, moving forward. And then I calculated the delay of her audio signal, and she says, you have an app for that? That's automated? She's on my side, things are going well. And we did a recording without the voice isolation on, and she was in her living room with just hard surfaces everywhere, kitchen. It was, oh wow, there's an echo in here. So I went in, turned on voice isolation, and oh, there, now I've got audio. So we've got a camera, we've got audio. Now we can do some recording. In fact, we'd recorded that one. It was very easy. I said, let's drag a video that you might have on your file system in and just see how it integrates. And she had this beautiful little slideshow that had been put together with music of her husband in E.B. White's cottage in New Hampshire where he wrote Charlotte's Web. And dragged that, played it, and her little picture was in the corner. I said, you could be doing voiceovers, you could be having a video here of you in performance and you're talking about it. So first lesson is upgrade your camera and mic. In fact, I started by recording something off of her laptop with her FaceTime camera and her mic. And then I put in the Osmo Pocket 3 and the Mic Mini, and we recorded things. We just used live camera, and we just dragged a video over into it that she had on her desktop, and she was in a very comfortable place. That video was one of her husband visiting. It was a slideshow of different pictures of her husband with sound, slideshow with sound, her husband visiting the cabin where E.B. White lived while he wrote Charlotte's Web. And so it was touching, and she recorded those, and we did a little edit in CapCut, saved it out. She has herself a video.